for Del Potro today. I guess my big question, though, is, Sam, is how match hardened is he as far as big matches are concerned since the comeback?
The last time Nadal beat him was here. It was in 2009. Mohamed Layani in the chair. And, you know, Robbie, I've been wondering that the whole tournament for Del Potro. And he's been managing his matches pretty effectively. I thought if he was ever going to show some lack of match toughness, it would have been in that Kohlschreiber match in the last round. He could have easily lost that second set. Of course, that being said, no disrespect to Philip Kohlschreiber, but he's no Rafael Nadal.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Del Potro, coached by Franco Divine, former Argentine tour player himself. He's done a great job managing Del Potro's career and coming back from that wrist injury. And he's been there pretty much from the beginning of Del Potro's ascendancy to the top of the game that summer where he won those 4 tournaments in a row.
And last year would have been a tough year for both of them, being out of the game. Again, your relationship with your player is so important. How you handle adversity. It's easy to handle things when you're winning and everything's going well, but when you have a year like Del Potro had, really tests your relationship with your coach. And looks like he's stuck by Franco Divine in good times and in bad.
Uncle Tony not here this week with Rafa. It's Francisco Roy.
1 minute.
His team has watched him play a lot of tennis this week. Nadal getting into the doubles semifinals last night. He was the doubles champion here last year. He's gotten in several rounds of golf as well. There's Mark Lopez, his doubles partner in the brown hat there. Second to the right.
Well, I think the big test, big question, I guess, more about Del Potro today rather than Nadal. We know what Nadal brings to the table, Sam. He's going to defend well. He'll attack well with the forehand. And he needs to serve well today because I think that was the glaring weakness in his last couple of matches. He struggled against Karlovic, didn't make a lot of first serves, especially in that third set tiebreaker, but that's what Nadal's all about. He still finds a way to win. I don't know if he's going to get away with it, especially if Del Potro is seeing the ball big today. But, of course, most of the questions, for me, need to be answered by the Argentine today. I think it'll be important to see how Del Potro handles the situation. He's played some good tennis since he has been back, but he hasn't played on a stage like this. You know, San Jose, Memphis, and Delray. Big tournaments, but nothing the magnitude of this. And this is a man who's got a great head on his shoulders, no question about that. Anyone who can beat Nadal and Federer to win their first major is somebody special. How do you think he's going to handle the pressure out there today?
I've never questioned Del Potro because his disposition is so calm, so composed. I haven't really seen him get rattled in a match, Robbie. I don't think it's his personality. I mean, he has a big game, and mentally, I think he stays pretty relaxed. My question to you, though, is if he is playing well, why is his game such a problem for Nadal?
Well, he's one of those guys who can hit the ball so flat and hard. He doesn't hit it with as much topspin as a lot of the other tour players, and he's got the penetration to get it by Nadal. His backhand cross-court in particular, he can take Nadal's forehand on the rise, so when Nadal hooks it to his backhand, he can rip it back cross-court to Nadal, get him out of position on the forehand side, and then change direction with the backhand ripper up the line. And it's that combination of shots that's so dangerous from the back of the court. And of course, he's got a big serve where he can get a lot of free points. So important for Del Potro that those 2 shots in particular work well for him today.
Stage has been set, and we're finally ready for this grand production. Rafael Nadal and Juan Martín Del Potro about to kick off an historic day of semifinals here at the BNP Paribas Open. Inside Stadium 1, Del Potro and Nadal are ready to go. I'm Sam Gore along with Robbie Koenig. Big day for tennis, and it's about to begin. Juan Martín Del Potro, beginning our semifinal Saturday for the BNP Paribas Open.
Nadal Del Potro to serve. Ready? Play.
To me, one of the things that has been slowest to come back for Del Potro has been his serve. Seeing him in San Jose and Memphis.
People who enjoy analysing tennis, I want you to watch carefully today how deep Del Potro hits the ball. That perfect rally, that last rally was a perfect example of it. When he gets deep in the court, he's able to add a little bit of height to his shots, but then he makes the adjustment as well when he steps up the court. I mean, this guy's depth control is phenomenal. Things as well. Del Potro understands the game plan when he plays against Nadal. Let's have a closer look at this one.
Nadal is going to make a challenge here. Del Potro's not happy that he was allowed to, and it was out. So a good challenge for Nadal, but he took a while to come in. And instead of 40-15, it's 30-all.
In your psyche when you're 40-15 up rather than 30-all.
But does the incident, are you referring to Nadal taking a long time to challenge that got under his skin, or just the fact that he was at 30-all, mentally thought he was at 40-15?
Yeah, the 40-15, yeah, I think probably a combination of both.
It is a break point for Nadal, first game. Del Potro won the first 2 points of this game. And Nadal fails to break. Big serve from Del Potro to avoid another break point.